Okay, good day, everybody. Welcome to the end show. Today we are having what they call blind reaction. This is something that you just speak the plain truth about how you feel about the topic that is being given to you. And here with me, I am Festus, by the way. Pardon my manners. And here with me is Grace, and she is the co-presenter on this talk show. Today, I'll be giving a topic that she doesn't know about, but I think it should be pretty easy for her to be able to give her own vivid mindset about the topic. So, I'm going to be talking about ghosting in a relationship. That is the topic today. So, let me know what you feel about the topic ghosting. I know you've heard about ghosting in relationship, and but what comes to your mind when you hear the word ghosting?
Okay, for me, if I hear the word ghosting, it feels like you're in a relationship and you're still not there. You feel like you're there, but you're not there. Okay, so now there are two people have to be in a relationship anyway. But when you're being ghosted, it means that one other person is no longer interested, but you are still like thinking that you are there. So I don't know if I'm being correct anyway. Like I stand to be corrected or wait, before I proceed further.
If you want me to break it down to you, okay, two people like you said are in a relationship, and then one person just disconnected, like from communicating with the other party, and then you be wondering that what's going on, why you'll be calling, you'll be texting, you'll be trying to create conversation,
Yeah.
but the other person is ignoring you, or won't text you back, or won't call you for reasons that you don't know. That is what is called ghosting. But
Okay, that means I was even correct, yeah?
yeah, you are
Okay.
correct to a certain extent actually.
Okay.
What comes to your mind? Or maybe you think that is it a good thing or a bad thing? What's if you hear this guy ghosted me and I don't know what I've done. What would you think?
Okay, yeah. You just broke it down pretty well for me now. So I feel like it's a very bad thing because why would you even want to ghost someone? Why can't you just own up to whatever you want to say? Like, just let the person know, oh, hey, I don't think this is working. Like, can we just you know, talk things through or break up normally? Then, unlike you just ghosting the person, not communicating, blocking the person out from all conversations, the person is trying to reach you, and you deep down within you, oh no, I don't want this person anymore, and I feel like I'm really stressed out already, but you're not gonna tell the person. I feel like that's bad as a lady. Like if a guy ghosts me, oh my god, like just tell me like, oh no, I'm not doing it again. No, I'm not interested. Or this is not working. As you can see, the conversations are not like they're not yielding anything. We're not. The feelings are gone. They're dead. You get. Than you just not saying anything. I don't even know where I've gone wrong, and no, I feel it's bad because I have some friends that actually experienced this. Like a couple of friends, they just ghosted. Okay,
Did you
one.
ask sorry to interrupt. Did you ask your friend that did what really went wrong? Because fine, it might not be because or as a result of someone doing something terrible. You understand? It might be that the person just feel disconnected due to some certain issues, maybe personal issues, and then they don't want to drag the partner into the situation and decide, okay, but it's difficult to explain sometimes. I'm not saying it's a good thing, neither am I saying it's a bad thing, but I'm just saying that, let's take the other party into perspective as well. That
Yeah.
what is going on is in his or her mind, that why did he decide to do such a
Okay, I'll
thing?
just use this example. Like it happened some years back. I'll say like maybe more than 3 years ago. Anyway, so what happened was this friend of mine, as at then, she was with a guy and they had already done introduction already, and then like they were already planning for wedding. Oh, she was like, oh, she wants like not too elaborate wedding anyway, but something that that is memorable for her. Like she could look back and say, oh, I had a fun time. My wedding was lovely. It was splendid and all that.
Mm.
But then the guy just wanted like maybe a parlor thing, like no reception, no this, no that. He didn't really want anything elaborate at all. Now, the lady was of the opinion that okay, we will try to like manage resources. We don't want to spend much, but then we have to do something. She's a lady. Ladies love to like they love to have something that they can look back to and say, oh, this is what happened at this time.
Yep.
Share memories and all that. But the guy is looking into the future, is looking at, oh, if we spend a lot of money now feeding people and doing all these things, like at the end of the day, we'll be the one to still suffer in the marriage because he already knows his responsibilities as a man,
Mm.
you know. Now you have to look into the country you are in also. Like if you are in Nigeria, most of the time more responsibility, I mean financial burden lies on the man you get initially.
Yep.
Yeah. So the man is already thinking about, oh, how like the feeding when we're married, kids coming in, everything. Like I won't want to go begging people for support after my wedding. And some other people, even after wedding, they're like counting the money that was prayed at them. I say, oh, okay, oh, money is not complete because they know how much they've spent,
Mm.
borrowed money from so places, just to cover up for all that. So I feel like the guy was trying to avoid all that. But now, all of a sudden, he just like ghosted this girl, stopped conversations with her. These are people that have done introduction already. You've done introduction, you've gone to meet the parents, you've done everything. Now you're planning for the wedding, and then you just ghosted the girl. What's that? I feel like it's bad in all ways. Like it's mean, it's terrible. Like if something is not going like forthcoming, you could have just like call the girl to like have a conversation like, oh, I'm sorry, this is not working and all that, and I'm not going forward, and that is it. The girl will cry over it and then she will move on. But now this lady didn't even know the cause of the problem. Like she tries calling the guy hangs up, blocked her and everything. And after months, when she shared the story with me, I was like, oh really? Like it sounded very weird to me because I've never been in such situation before. So I was like, okay, maybe she should give me the guy's number. Let me call him and see if he's gonna pick my own number because she tried calling the guy on his number. The guy didn't pick up, so I called the guy like shortly after she called, and then they picked up my own call because it doesn't know have my number obviously. And then I'm like, hey, hi, how are you? How you doing? And then the guy was flowing. He actually thought he knew me from somewhere. So I was just talking about like casual thing. And then I was like, oh, you didn't even, because he was like, oh, you should be this. I said, yeah. And like got flowing. And then later I said, oh, I'm sorry to say I'm not this person you thought I was. I'm so person's friend. And the guy was like, okay, okay. And I said, I just wanted because we've been trying to get to you and then you're not saying anything, and then I don't really know what my friend did for you to just like put her in this kind of situation, and then the guy hung up.
Yeah, but
Wasn't It's not bad.
well, I think the guy had already given some breadcrumbs along the line by him saying to the lady that this is the type of wedding I want. I don't want something that would take money out of my pocket and then afterwards we will be sourcing for funds from people around. But the lady didn't understand the situation. And she's trying to, I would say, force her way because she wants to have a big wedding.
She wasn't forcing her way, no.
Well,
They're just having a conversation with
well,
your fiance. Like you are getting married to somebody and then you have to make plans.
yeah,
So
but
she's not forcing
she
anything.
wasn't listening to the guy.
No, they just still dialoguing. Like before you plan a wedding, don't you have conversations? Don't you discuss how things are gonna work?
Well, at least it happened, and that is an example of ghosting.
Yeah,
Well,
that's it, but that's a very bad one for her.
well, at the end of the day, it's
Yeah.
always bad because a party always suffer.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you as a guy, if you're dating me as a lady now, for example, and you've already invested so much in me, and then all of a sudden, I just stop talking to you, I just block you out, and then I'm not saying nothing, you're trying to reach me, I'm not like,
The whole
yeah, you move
situation.
along with the flow, but then you don't really know why.
Yeah, since if I can't reach you, there is no way I will know why. So why beat myself over spilled milk? You
It's
already
just bad.
ghosted me.
Yeah,
I think that is the height of it, and then
it's
it's
just
just
bad.
move on with your life. Well,
Mm-hmm.
that is it for today. Thank you very much. And if you feel like you have a better way to address this situation, you can leave comments in this section.